In this video, I reveal the 5 cookware brands that you should never buy. Although these brands are popular, based on my testing, they don't live up to the hype. The first brand I would avoid is Our Place, specifically the Always Pan. The Our Place Always Pan is one of the most popular pieces of cookware on the market. It's all over social media and claims to be a 10-in-1 all-purpose pan that can perform nearly all cooking functions. While you can certainly use many different cooking techniques, it's just an aluminum nonstick pan with tall sides, a wooden spoon, and a steamer basket. When I first started testing the Always Pan, the performance was good. Eggs slid around and nothing ever stuck. But not too long after I started testing it, the ceramic coating started to wear down, and I had to use more and more oil and butter to prevent sticking. This all-in-one style pan saves space and helps you declutter your kitchen, but the notion that one pan can do it all is simply not true in my experience. The Always Pan is 10.5 inches in diameter and has a 2.6 quart capacity, which might work for 1 or 2 people, but not for a family of 3 or more. And unless you only cook one-pot meals, you'll need more than one pan. Another aspect I don't like about the Always Pan is the steamer basket. The metal legs are short, so you can only put a small amount of water in the pan. If you add too much, you'll boil instead of steam. But if you put too little, it burns off quickly before fully cooking the food. On top of all that, this pan is not broiler safe, and you should only use low to medium heat to preserve the coating. For a pan that touts itself as the ultimate all-purpose system, it has several limitations. Overall, it's a decent pan, and I appreciate Our Place's mission to reduce waste and simplify cooking, but $150 is way too much for a pan you'll need to eventually replace. Instead, pick up a quality stainless steel sauté pan. For just about the same price, the made-in 3.5 quart stainless steel sauté pan gives you more capacity, you can use it to broil, and it will last forever. Farberware has been around for over 100 years, and some of their nonstick cookware is okay, but I don't recommend buying their Classic Series stainless steel pans. The best thing I can say about this cookware is that it's affordable. But like most things, you get what you pay for. This cookware is thin and lightweight, which makes controlling the heat a challenge. The temperature fluctuates significantly as you add and remove ingredients, making it difficult to get consistent results. In fact, it's one of the worst performing pans in my heat retention test. Another negative is that the sides of this pan don't heat at the same rate as the bottom. Since Farberware stainless steel pans have a cladded base with thin steel sides, the whole pan doesn't heat evenly. This won't impact food that cooks primarily on the flat cooking surface like chicken or steak, but it makes a difference when sautéing, stir-frying, or cooking other meals that touch the sides. Another downside worth mentioning is the short handles. At only 6 inches, the handles on the 10-inch skillet force you to place your hand closer to the heat. Also, since the handles are plastic, these pans are only safe in the oven up to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Most stainless steel cookware can handle at least 500. Because of the thin construction, short plastic handles, and low heat tolerance, I would not recommend the Farberware Classic stainless steel pans. If you're looking for affordable stainless steel cookware, check out Misen and Tramontina Tri-Ply. They cost a little bit more, but you get much better performance. You've probably seen commercials for the Blue Diamond pan, the one with millions of tiny diamonds infused into the ceramic nonstick coating. The makers of the Blue Diamond pan claim it's 5 times harder, lasts 10 times longer, and transfers heat 4 times faster than the competition. But there's nothing to substantiate these claims in the fine print. There are no links to test results or reports. Also, the fine print says diamonds are 4 times more heat conductive than copper. That's true, but this pan is not made of diamonds. It's an aluminum pan with a ceramic nonstick coating with diamond dust sprinkled in. I called the company and asked about these claims, but they hurried me off the phone and told me to email them. I emailed them and I'm still waiting for a response. Besides the bold claims and unhelpful customer service, the performance of these pans is nothing special. Like most ceramic coated nonstick pans, they heat fast and evenly, and food doesn't stick at first. But over time, things start to go south. When the coating wears down, eggs and other delicate foods begin to stick. Also, the hollow handle is open on the end, which allows grease from neighboring burners to splatter inside. It feels cheap and it's difficult to clean. If you're looking for low-cost aluminum nonstick pans, brands like Zwilling, Misen, and All-Clad Essentials are better options. Gotham Steel is another brand similar to Blue Diamond that I don't recommend. In their early commercials, celebrity chef Daniel Green says using Gotham Steel is like cooking on air. Everything slides right off. I tested the 12-inch fry pan from the original collection, and the first thing I noticed was how lightweight it felt. The walls are thin, and it doesn't have the heft of thicker, more expensive pans. The advantage of lightweight cookware is that it's easier to maneuver. The downside is that it's super responsive to heat, so it's easy to mistakenly burn or overcook your food. The thin handles were the next thing that stood out. Gotham steel handles are flat, which makes them easy to tilt the pan, but the grip is uncomfortable and the edges can dig into your hand. Overall, Gotham steel is another as seen on TV pan with an intriguing name, bold claims, and disappointing performance. It's inexpensive, so the risk is low if you want to give it a try, but if my experience is any indication, it's not worth the hassle. Ree Drummond, better known as the Pioneer Woman, has a cooking show on Food Network, an award-winning blog, and several cookbooks. And while I enjoy her show, I can't say the same about her cookware, specifically the ceramic nonstick pans. Like Blue Diamond and Gotham Steel, Pioneer Woman nonstick pans have a thin aluminum body with a ceramic nonstick coating, and the more I tested it, the less nonstick it became. The handles have a silicone wrapper, which makes them secure and comfortable, but also limits the oven-safe temperature to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Because of the thin walls, these pans do not retain heat well. Only one brand out of the 25 I tested performed worse than Pioneer Woman in my heat retention tests. If you're a fan of the show and are looking for low-cost, colorful cookware, go for it. But if you want high-performing, long-lasting pans that retain heat well, there are much better options. If you want to learn more about the brands in this video, including the alternatives that I mentioned, I'll link to them in the description. Those are affiliate links, so I'll earn a commission if you click and buy, but at no extra cost to you. Now that you know which brands I don't recommend, check out this video where I highlight the brands I do recommend that are all made in the USA. And don't forget to click the logo to subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next video.